Tell me about your experience with, because I want to talk to you about, briefly at least, about iZombie, about playing Olivia, and then Ghost playing Samantha, and just like Samantha, right? Samantha.
Hmm.
How do I?
Samantha?
Yeah.
Wait, are you unsure how you say it?
No, it's Samantha, right?
Oh, yeah, that's her name. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I just was
Yeah.
remembering. I didn't.
Yeah.
Samantha,
Samantha.
Samantha.
Samantha, Sam and Liv. I mean, I am lucky that, and
Two
again,
completely different roles, which was
yeah,
fun, you
totally.
know?
And I feel like that's been my life. That has been really cool. I've never fallen into feeling very typecast.
No way.
The variety I've had so far has been insane. I think I'd come straight from, I mean, once upon a time playing Tinkerbell, and then I had done Masters of Sex, where it was like set in the 50s, and she's sort of a naive, um, a naive 19-year-old or something I would have been. And then going on to iZombie, where I get to play this kind of tough, sardonic Rob Thomas classic. I was so proud of that
Yeah.
character and the variety that I got to do within that. And then to go to Samantha now, who's like, she's incredibly accommodating, and she's a people pleaser, and it's just the variety, and being able to not just play those characters for a couple of months on a movie, but to be able to kind of dig into them for multiple years
Yeah.
is wild.
Do you learn
Wow.
lines easily?
Uh, yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
Like you could learn a monologue right now, and at 2 p.m. or maybe at 5 p.m. your time, you could go and do it.
Well, again, the postnatal brain is definitely different for me right now. It's starting to kind of sharpen up again, I hope.
Coming through the fog.
But the immediate, like dropping straight back in, it was a little bit surprising to me that finding words was not as easy. But I learn things. I don't even know. I've tried so many times to work out how they go into my brain. I do see visual chunks on a page, and I know I've got 3 chunks left in the scene, or I'll kind of have that sort of way of learning things. But
Yeah.
also my favorite way of genuinely holding it is when it's in the space. Like I'm very physical about, and when it's genuinely motivated by the action in a scene, the physical action, that's when the line's going very well. So on any projects where I've had the luxury of rehearsal, that's my favorite. Like doing theater, where you learn lines as you kind of discover the blocking.
Right.
That's.
Would you do a reboot of iZombie?
I'd love to.
You would.
I had the time. I don't know if people understand quite how much I had the time of my life.
Why didn't it
making that.
continue on? Why did they cut it short? I mean, I guess you did 5 seasons, right?
Did 5 seasons, which is pretty good innings.
Yeah.
Our numbers were like fine, but they weren't insane. So I understand. It kind of ran its course.
Where did it air?
CW.
CW. So why they could have tried to sell it to Netflix? I bet Netflix would buy that in a heartbeat.
Well, I guess part of it is that I had to play a different character every time I ate a brain, and I must have done about like 50 something, I think.
Yeah.
I was probably running pretty low by the end in terms of what I had left in my arsenal. Maybe if the conceit changed a little, or they relied on other actors, or we started like when Rahul was able to play different characters, and David Anders as well, that was wonderful. Like the more they leaned into that, the show I could see having a lot more life. But
yeah,
I was probably down to my final few ideas.
Yeah, but I mean, you did 75 episodes. That's a lot of TV. That's a lot of episodes.